Oscar Wilde said, "To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all." William Shakespeare once wrote, "The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves." And lastly, to quote from Whitman, that you're here, that life exists, an identity, that the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse. That the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be? We come across these and a million other quotes like them every single day of our lives while we aimlessly scroll through our social media feeds at odd times of the day. Quotes are inescapable. They're chock full of elegant scripts and decorative photos with a meaningful sentence or two laid over top. Now think about this. When was the last time you actually took a minute or two out of your day to think about what such a quote meant? And I know, as soon as I said that, most of you must have thought about how cliche and mainstream and cringe I was being, and how this is just going to be another one of those never-ending speeches about inspirational blather. And I could go on and on forever about how quotes fill our lives with positivity and how they're just so important and how they can motivate us to be successful. But that's not what I want to do. What I want is for everyone to think how in the hustle of our everyday lives, we ignore these little things so much that could change everything for us. Quotes can affect our lives so greatly, but only if we let them. A while back, I came across a small social media influencer who suffered from crippling anxiety and depression to the point where it was hard for her to even get out of bed every morning. It was just another day of when she was fighting her ongoing battle with depression when she came across a quote in an audiobook that changed the entire map of her life. That's right, a quote altered her life. It said, "What if you spend every single day of the rest of your life like you are right now, and when you die you talk to God, and God slides a paper across the table and says, 'This is who you were supposed to be. This is what you were supposed to do. What happened?'" She realized how very terrified she was of spending the rest of her life exactly the way she is right now, and how scary it is for the ghost of what she could have been and could have done to weigh on her shoulders while her life was flashing before her eyes. Just a mere sentence of a couple of words changed everything for her. It motivated her to eliminate, to push this haunting monotony out of her life. And now she wakes up at 5 a.m. every morning and does something completely spontaneous and out of the blue, like climbing a mountain in a gown, or jumping into the ocean fully clothed, or eating waffles at the edge of the cliff that sound just so transcendent to even think about. Now, even if her entire day goes badly, at least the fact that she woke up early and did something new stays with her and makes her feel accomplished. Wouldn't things be so much different if we let a mere amalgamation of words impact our lives so greatly to the point where we could actually feel it change positively? It's not that they can't, it's just that we don't let them. Imagine if we could take only 2 minutes out of our day to just think about something we read or came across, how much it could impact our lives. And don't get me wrong, it's not the quote that inspires us. The quote just acts as a spark that lights a wildfire of our own infinite thoughts. The quote just needs to be what we require to bring a change in our lives and to inspire us. Because we as humans, we're made that way. We need something to inspire us. We need someone to tell us to go for it. We need something to push us towards our goals. Because as humans, like I said, we're made that way. We need food for thought because we just can't wake up one morning and decide that yes, today is the day that I'm going to do the one thing I've been putting off for so long. And it's not that we don't know. We know that we need minuscule things like poetry, quotes, and even music for that matter to impact our lives. It's just that we don't let them because unknowingly we're lazy and we're ignorant. Now, who said ignorance is bliss? Being an avid Pinterest user, I read hundreds of poems, muses, and quotes every day, and that is exactly what motivated me to start writing poetry of my own. I let words influence my thoughts, my imagination, and even my life. And today I'm so thankful that I did. I made a hobby out of something I never imagined I could be good at. Therefore, quotes do affect our lives greatly, but only if we let them. None of them have only one meaning. In fact, their meaning is quite subjective according to what it means to you and how you relate to it. What a quote may mean to me wouldn't necessarily mean the same to my friend. But to understand this meaning, we need to think about them way more than we do. Now, I shall take your leave by leaving you with something to ponder upon. A quote from one of the greatest books I have had the pleasure of reading, All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, with the hopes that you will take even half a minute out of your 24-hour long day just to think about what it means to you and how you comprehend it. It goes, "There's beauty in the most unexpected of places. There's bright places even in the darkest of times. And if there isn't, you can be that bright place, one with infinite capacities." Thank you.